I think it's important to remember the continent has more than 50 countries and they have different foreign policies. So it's always important, not say Africa, but different countries have different geopolitical relations, from Russia to all European countries to America. So what we see, the Ukrainian war has shifted a lot of things in Europe, but for many people in Africa, the war has always been a reality, you know, wars, and they are not, and usually the wars are packaged to look like wars are local or national or just regional, but all the wars in Africa are international wars involving all the powers in the world, from Congo to like Chad to Boko Haram to what's happening in Mali when France just recently got kicked out of Mali after a long time, what happened in Libya with NATO. Everything is connected, but oftentimes there's this trying to show the wars in Africa as if they're disconnected from the global system of governance and insecurity. A system that is insecure, basically, is what has been governing the world, and the war in Ukraine is not any different for us. So the need to push people to take sides, I ask you, the war has been ravaging in Ethiopia. When did you take a side? Which side have you taken? Have you asked yourselves how many people are displaced in Sudan? Anyway, have you taken a side? So I think that the way you treat other wars as complicated, as complex, is also very important to realize that for African countries, the war in Ukraine can be as complicated because they have also relations with Russia and they depend on it for certain things. So the expectation for them to just flip in a moment is really a lot. And I think they should be given a chance to take time to inform their foreign policy, not to just go with the bandwagon because the West says so. And unfortunately, the West has for so long bullied its way to get the results it needs in African countries that when you come to a security situation and mechanism where then Russia has built so much power also on the ground that countries are weighing their options, it feels uncomfortable, but it is the reality. I think the governments should be given time to make the right decisions for their own people. And that said, of course, we have seen the war, the impact of the war is unescapable for everybody. In Uganda right now, I think like a bar of soap, which you use at home, has been, before it was like $2. Right now it's like over $6. People cannot afford soap, because a lot of commodity prices have gone up. Food, bread, everything. But so for me, it is very important to remember that there are so many wars, so many contexts that we are dealing with, that even if we see the consequences of the war in Russia, that there are so many other things daily that we're dealing with. So trying to push a narrative to say jump on the bandwagon, I don't think it serves the purpose. It's to slowly work with, find an international system that works for everybody, because for us it's like, we've been suffering, we've been here, the double standards we've seen them, no doubt what Russia is doing is not defensible, it's indefensible, but there are much more complex issues on the ground in terms of the connections on the trade. It's very important to recognize that and not try to sweep everything under the carpet to expect African countries to just move because you said move.